Hello everybody and welcome back to Theme Park Coastin and another very exciting video, as today we're over here at Legoland, not Legoland Windsor this time, but in fact Legoland Billund that you can see just behind me for an absolutely awesome visit. We came here back in 2022 and loved it so much that we came back a month later.
Yeah.
But after doing,
a few months later.
Yeah, but after doing that, we didn't come back for like another 2 years, and we do not know why, because we love it so much. But being back here now, seeing all the entrances again, it's just so exciting. And with Adam as well, you love this place.
Oh, it's amazing. Honestly, it's the original Legoland, of course, opened in 1968.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing place. As you said, it's been nearly 2 years since we've last came here. And trust me, we were trying to come back.
Yeah,
we really tried.
We had so many plans. We were looking at all different
things. Very nearly came back as well. But you know, to be here again, it's just amazing. We stayed over last night at Legoland Holiday Village, and that's of course amazing as well. But this park is something special, my favourite parks anywhere in the continent.
And it's got so many unique things as well, hasn't it? Like,
yeah.
Everyone always goes, oh, it's Legoland, it's another Legoland. No, it's not. I mean, it's like Disney, where you've got Disney World and Disneyland California. It's a different place. You've got so many unique rides here, you've got so many ones that you also have elsewhere. But over here at Billund, you've got a retro, and I don't think you have any other parks, possibly Legoland Windsor's got a bit of retro.
And Legoland Deutschland's got a bit as well.
Oh, Legoland Deutschland, yeah, as well does. That's what I was thinking of initially.
There's a few of them. But
this is retro.
This is the whole thing. It's still retro, but it's very nice, very neat, and looks amazing.
Yeah, and before we even get into the park, it's currently around 9:30. Yeah. I just want to say that actually it's not just Legoland Billund which has got all the Legoland stuff around here, but the whole of Billund in general. We actually took a bit of a walk round just a second ago, and the whole of Billund is Lego-fied.
Yeah, it's so cool. There's little Lego bricks, little hints, of course, the person who created Lego and found Lego.
And of course you've got the head office here as well.
Yeah, Lego campus, the Lego house. There's so much.
There's so much to do. So if you're coming here, do 2 days. Even if you're not going in the park for 2 days, trust me, you're going to have some awesome Lego days over here. So no further ado, I think it's now time to head into Legoland Billund.
3, 2, 1.
And here we now are within Legoland Billund itself, and it's so good to be back.
It's so weird, like obviously it's been a year and a half, like we've always said, and it's just so weird to finally scan our passes again. It's yes, we do actually have season passes in this place. Because it did work better.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird because like we're going here for 2 days. We feel like it's worth going for 2 days, but actually the season passes were almost cheaper.
They were, yeah. It's very odd. So you must look at it. It's very useful to look into it.
Yeah.
You get hotel discounts and stuff like that as well. So.
Because I mean, for most logical people, you'd think, well, probably worth not getting a season pass. But actually, at most theme parks, sometimes it can be cheaper. So always look into it. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is though, especially with hotel discounts
and also
too.
As well, we're not saying we won't come back this year because we may be coming back later this year. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll try to do some more trips back here, especially when you have the passes. It makes it a whole lot easier and cheaper too. But I love the classic flow over here at Legoland Billund. There's trains, little cars. It brings back a lot of memories from Windsor actually, which has now gone because it became a lot more commercial.
Yeah, like Dino Safari, there's a little safari attraction over here. It reminds us a lot of dinosaurs, even though it's not been to dinosaurs. It's a very classic attraction.
Yeah, exactly. But one attraction that has never gone to any other Legoland park, well, one area, is the Wild West area. We're going to make our way right there now and start off our day on Flying Eagle, which, yes, can get the longest queues. Probably not the best coaster here with stuff like Polar Explorer, but can get some very long queues as the day gets on. Well, I wasn't going to film until we got off the ride, but making our way through here, listening to country roads, you don't get that anywhere else. It is just so nice to be over here in the Lego Rodeo, is it called?
I don't know, I think it is. It's something like that.
But how cool is this? And then also that dog piece as well, which is really cool. But this area is just amazing. It's the first ever Legoland area, I'm pretty sure, and it's still my favourite one.
It is, and what's really cool about this as well is that obviously this was a previous area before 2018, but when they got Flying Eagle, they revamped the whole area, but it's still got that classic charm. Not that we did visit before 2018, but I feel like it's still that classic charm.
Yeah, exactly. You've got something like a canoe down there, an awesome log flume ride. It reminds me a lot of Splash Mountain at Disney actually, and I'm pretty sure this may be older than Splash Mountain, but also of course the iconic one, the one we're heading to right away, and we'll see you after now. This is Flying Eagle. Wow, one thing I forgot over here is how much more intense the rides are over here compared to Legoland Windsor. Legoland Billund, I would say, is probably the oldest person park sort of thing.
It is,
You've got all full thrill seekers really. You've got some really intense rides, and of course, not so crazy that the little kids can't ride it, but enough so even we go whoa on it.
Yeah, it's really good, and that ride's actually got a lot of airtime as well. One hill is actually really good. It's just all the turns are so smooth. And
Yeah.
for a 6-year-old coaster, like, I'm actually surprised how smooth
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
a better cushion than some of our new ones.
Yeah, it's really
Literally.
smooth. Like, even Minifigure Speedway's got more of a rattle than that. Like,
Yeah.
and that literally happened last week, so it's pretty incredible. But yeah, it's a very good ride, very well themed, and I really hope we get that one.
I live in Wetherwell because I feel like the theme of that is going to be unique to this park forevermore.
Which is nice.
Which
I
is nice. There's
appreciate
also nice about that, but I do wish you get that because that is an awesome coaster. But we're still not the most intense one here.
No, it's not.
And as we're heading right away, the next attraction we're going to head to is Polar Explorer, and that one is also unique, but crazy. And we'll talk about more when we get off. But
Operations here as well, by the way, are insane. They are like the best operations, in my opinion, for anywhere in the world. Like, they're just amazing. The people here are incredible as well.
yeah, everyone's so quick as well. So there's part of the operations, of course, to the speed that the staff get you on, the speed they get you off, but also it's about how quick you get on and you get off too. And over here, everything's quick. So you can get around the rides a lot quicker, the queues are shorter, and you can have a more enjoyable day. Walk on queue, not too bad. Another fantastic attraction has just been completed. And amazing that we're rushing right now, and the reason for that is because mornings are the best.
They are.
You've got to get stuff done in the mornings, get out of the way. It may be a really quiet day today, we just don't know. Maybe a very busy day, we just don't know. So, by getting stuff done in the morning, when it's at its quietest, you get these big rides out of the way, you can always come back to them and do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
I'm
not
sure
like-
we will as well.
Yeah, it's not like a one-time, one thing. You can go back to it again and again and again, and that's so awesome at these parks. But by getting done now, you know you've done them, you've completed the rides you want to do, and then you can just either chill out during the day or go out some more rides. And that's what we try to do on our days over towards theme parks like this. But Polar Explorer, wow.
It's so good.
It's definitely the best Legoland ride, I would say.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we've only been to 4 of the Legoland parks on the world, but out of all the coasters we've done of Legoland Japan, sorry, obviously Legoland Winter, Legoland Deutschland, and Legoland Billund, that is definitely the best coaster.
Most thrilling, most fun, most exciting. And one
The
of the
airtime, oh my
Yeah.
god, it's so good.
One of the best theme ones as well, I was going to say, but the only thing is, and spoiler alert, when you get into the drop track section, it's just one that's really not themed. It really bugs me because it's all so good from like one little bit, it just winds you up.
There's nothing,
But
it's just like a tin shed. And unfortunately as well, the penguins have been removed because now it's Arctic Base Camp, which is a new interactive experience for this ship,
Yeah,
which is free, so it's quite
I
good.
used to love the penguins there, it's so much fun.
It's now
But,
just a load of cement, so.
but it's still a great ride. So if you're going over here, Polar Explorer, get that one done because trust me, it's worth doing and it's not always open too, that's another thing.
Yeah, it's been shut most this year at the start of the day, so I'm definitely pleased we got it.
We've got lucky going that one.
And back row.
And then like magic, we have just raced to our next attraction, the Lego Racers. Is it
Extreme
called?
Racers.
Extreme Racers,
I
that's
think
the
so.
one. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we do.
What's weird, it says Lego Races in the actual station, so maybe that was the previous day, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but I do love those rides, they're good fun, they're like wild mouses. And I know some love our home park, but Legoland Windsor used to have one of those.
They did. I never got to do it, Tom got to do it. So.
But yeah, it was a
Jungle
kind of a
Racer.
jungle sort of theme. Now it's where the hotel is, so it's nice to get back on that one. It's not the same one, is it? That one went to
that
Florida,
went
didn't
to
it?
Legoland Florida. You still
Yeah.
like that actually, it's the Great Lego Race.
Yeah, but it's a good fun ride, feel like a wild mouse. I do prefer Flying Eagle as well as Polar Explorer, and they're a bit more unique as well than that one, but it's a great addition to the park and another very thrilling roller coaster.
It is. It's very surprising how many thrill coasters they've got here. So they got Polar Explorer and that are like 2 kind of family thrill coasters, which is quite surprising.
And then Flying Eagle's sort of like more family.
Family. It's still a bit thrilling though for some youngers probably.
Yeah, but ironically, the one ride that is the least thrilling out of them all is the Dragon right behind me. And at most parks, this is the big ride. This is the one where people go, wow, let's get on the Dragon, the really thrilling one. But over at Legoland Billund, it is a lot tamer than the other ones.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I prefer the new ones or not.
It's very well done. I remember the inside being
Yeah.
pretty cool, so yeah, maybe it's better.
Yeah, it's the theme in this one that makes it amazing. From the entrance down near the waterfalls to heading into the castle itself, all of it, from the moment you start this ride, even during the coastal layout itself, is all very well themed.
And even the queue line as well, like you were just saying, there's a lot of little scenes inside it, and especially the indoor queue line, you'll see in a minute.
They do not cut on cost at all with our next attraction. Even though we're racing through the rides over here today, I do want to point out that sunrise over here at Legoland Billund does open a little bit later on, over at 11 o'clock. The rides I think like Viking Splash doesn't open later on. I'm not 100% sure if that's one of them or not, but there are some rides open a little bit later on over here at the park. But just completed the Dragon, and I keep saying it, but I love over here at the park how basically it's not just like they theme the front and in the back's a giant warehouse. Of course the bricks over here I'm pretty sure are just like a picture on the wall, but it's so much better when you haven't just got a massive warehouse at the back of it like they do nowadays. And even if they do a warehouse like back there, a theme with like, all the different like road maps and everything, oh, it's just so cool. And the dragon as well, as a ride, I keep forgetting how amazing theming it has, even when you're on the ride itself. Really good fun, really enjoyable, and another great family attraction over here at the park. Right now, though, continuing our day and going to even more attractions. There are 50 rides actually over here at the park, so we've got a lot to get through. But next up, we're heading towards Lego Movie World, then on to our next attraction, Emmett's Flying Adventure, which is their 4D flying theatre. Really awesome ride, or should I say, really super duper ride, and you'll see why when we get into the pre-show. Or maybe not, as that is one of the attractions that open over at 11. It does say on the sign it opens at 11, but yeah, that one opens later on. So just before that, we're now going to go on to Apocalypse Sky Battle, which again is another very thrilling attraction for Legoland Park. Oh, just completed that attraction. Adam managed to get one flip on it. I probably did around 100. I was almost passing out on that. I would have stopped if it didn't stop when it did stop, but really good fun ride. We're now making our way over towards a ride that we have never done over here at the park.
We have done one.
Have we?
Yeah, we did it once.
No, you did. I didn't do it.
Oh, you may have not done it, yeah.
I've never done it, but it's like, okay, my first time on it, Unikitty's Disco Drop, and actually the first Unikitty Disco Drop I've ever done. Because I've of course done the one over at Legoland Windsor, but that's Fire and Ice Freefall, so it's a new ride for me now. There's no time to film over here at Legoland Billund. Literally, we just keep going from one ride to the next. But next up, we've got Emmett's Flying Adventure. Eventually, it's now opened over at 11 o'clock.
Står noget, der er så fantastisk, at det kun kan beskrives som super duper. Og ved I hvad? Det er endnu bedre. Det er super duper. Hvilket er det? Super duper. Jeg elsker vejledninger. For de af jer, der vælger at blive. Jeg glæder mig vildt til at se jer ombord. Det bliver super duper.
Well, that ride was just super duper. I love how we do that on the ride. Of course, in Danish, awesome. I imagine it's super duper.
I think it is, yeah.
Must
it's pretty
be.
cool. And also they always say super duper as well.
Yeah, because if it was like super awesome, it would be super duper.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is very good fun. We enjoy it. We love that part of the ride. And also, as far as the ride goes, it's the only Lego Movie 4D theatre we've done.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, it is, it has to
yeah,
be.
no, it is, yeah.
Yeah, we done over Mythica over at our park, and it's
Yeah.
originally was going to come to Windsor.
Yeah, so I believe some of the eyes on the actual main building itself were actually at Windsor at one point. I did see some like pictures of actually them in up Starfair, which is pretty cool. But
then of course it got cancelled for whatever reason we don't know. I heard it's something that Universal got the IP, so then Windsor couldn't do it.
Yeah, and obviously there may be Universal Great Britain, so maybe that was the issue, I don't know, but...
Whatever it is, you didn't get Windsor. We got an awesome one. Mythica's really good fun. What I prefer though, I don't know. I love when they mix stuff around a little bit. You can hear the planes from over at Billund going right now. But they mix it around a little bit, which is really nice. But I love that ride. Really good fun.
Good. I really like it. It's very chaotic though, that's one thing I would say. It's not as majestic as like Scotland.
I imagine if it was in England, not England, imagine if it was in English, it would have been a bit easier to understand. But it's a good fun ride, and it's most definitely super duper. We thought, well, why not go on another ride now on Polar Explorer? As mentioned earlier, it does close quite a bit out of all rides here. You know, it's one of the best ones. It closes a lot.
It is because the colder temperatures. Says, ironically, it is polar themed and it can't run in cold temperatures. But you know what? I feel like we need to prioritise getting on this a few times.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's worth getting on it, and of course, it is an amazing ride too. So let's go now on Polar Explorer. Another ride on Polar Explorer has just been completed, and it is still so amazing. Actually, it's Polar X Explorer. Is that what it's meant to be, or?
Polar Explorer.
Oh yeah. That's just me being stupid there. Yeah. I always think like Explore, like EX Explore, but yeah.
Right,
Yeah, makes sense. There you go. After that ride, which again is amazing, a queue's starting to build up. The park is definitely getting busier, so it's definitely worth getting everything done earlier on, because come now, I mean, you still get everything done, but still in long queues to us, and we can now go around and enjoy everything it has to offer, including a new area, which I don't know if it's open or I think it is, which is through here. And actually, on this ride, you used to see the penguins from in here, and of course on the ride as well. But now, you've got this brand new area, we'll take a look at right away. And here we now make our way into this area. It is really, really cool. I mean, I used to love the penguins when they were here, but this is definitely better. You've got some building areas around here, all themed again towards the Antarctic Explorer sort of area. I'm still not sure whether they removed the screen, because it would be cool to see some rise.
Yeah, you can see Polar Explorer, it's pretty cool.
But at the same time, this is so awesome. I love all the theme around here, some awesome models, some building areas. Of course, we're a bit old at the moment to do stuff like that, but there's so many cool activities over here, and it looks like it's like a viewing of what would have been the ride. So never know, in the future they might remove that and have it so you can see the ride itself, but it's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the new 2024 edition as well, alongside the Pelican Playground. And I didn't actually go to any videos of this, because I saw a video the other day that they released, and it looks so cool. It's just as good as it looked on
I'm
video.
going to put my hands on here because I don't know what it does, but I want to see what it does. This would be where the little platform would have been where you can see the stuff. Anything? Nope. No, just freezes up.
I think where you can view it is a little bit further that way, and
Oh,
they seem to, cover all up. So.
Oh, there you go. Woolly mammoth. I know we mentioned it a lot, Adam, but there's also a sign up here, isn't there?
I know, it's nice to remember it.
Nice to remember it. I mean, there's all the Legoland parks and how far away they are. I do enjoy when to do this sort of parks like this. I mean, I think it's only 800 kilometres away. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really insane. I think Legoland Deutschland is actually closer to Legoland Windsor than Legoland Billund is, which is quite crazy, but I think from here, it's probably the other way around.
And we always say this as well, like...
No, it wouldn't be. No, it would be the same way around.
Yeah, we always say this as well. I mean, it's a bit crazy, really, but if you live up further north than we do, we live next to Windsor, so for us it's really easy to get down Windsor. But if you live, I don't know, up sort of, well, Norfolk sort of area, Midlands area, it's quicker to get to this park than it is like a Windsor.
It is, yeah, it's
and
quite
trust me
insane.
to say, as far as I'm concerned, come here instead. It's quieter, in my eyes it's better themed, and it's a much nicer park. We love Legoland Windsor.
As well.
Yeah, we love Legoland Windsor,
it's amazing.
but it's cheaper if you go by now and easier to come to this park. And the airport, if you just heard when the plane came by, is literally just where the car park is. So it's so convenient to get here, and it's all around a lovely park. Definitely getting busy now though. Wow, we have done a lot of rides so far today. It is almost 12 o'clock right now. Just give a little nod to Adam because next up we're doing this ride here. But we have done an awful lot of rides. It's been great fun though, has so many awesome memories. And now just about to, as I said, head on to our next attraction, the temple. And unlike one over at Windsor, which is basically like a really slow moving queue line, this ride moves very fast, which means the queue line moves very fast.
It does. There's barely any queue anyway, but if it is a queue, you'll just go roll through it basically, because it's a continuous moving station.
Yeah, and I don't know if I prefer this ride version or not. Of course, with the queue line being walk on, it is definitely a benefit.
Yeah, and not standing in that stuffy queue line, Legoland Windsor.
No.
One of the worst queue lines ever created.
But at the same time, the ride itself does lack that reason, with you kind of go around one big building rather than going for different rooms and everything. Good ride though, and we're about to head in it right now. You see what I mean? Literally a walk on queue. Ooh, we have just taken a ride over at the temple, and I've got to say, I came in there expecting what I felt like on the last ride, but looking around with more, there's some really good theming on there. I never noticed that actually underneath the car, there's having a track, you've got this wooden track, so it kind of feels like you're going around, I'm going to pronounce it wrong right now, like an excavation site.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah, I know.
It
Yeah,
feels
like
you're
exploration.
Yeah, like all the architects and everything. I feel like you're going around that sort of site, being able to kind of discover everything in the temple. And if you think about it like that, it's actually really well themed. With all the little wooden floors, got a bit of water at certain points. Yeah, it's quite well done. And also, what's cool with that ride going on at Windsor, is there a little handle, so even if you're not playing the actual game, you can control where you go.
Which for me is always fun.
But now we're going on another ride that we've never done before over here at the park, Lego Jungle Racers. And this looks like an older one. Of course, there's squid server sort of ride, so you get water all over you, but we thought, while it's quiet, we'll take a ride in it. And
Also, this reminds us a lot of the original one at Legoland
yeah,
Windsor.
wave racers. Yeah, look at this. Awesome. I'll tell you what, I don't normally do rides like that one back there because, well, it can be a little bit awkward and look a little bit rude if like there's one of you going on one train, one of you on the other, then another, then another, then another, and basically you fill up 6 cars with just one family, yeah. And then no one can on the ride. But without on a short queue, we thought, you know what, we'll do it. We'll get it out of the way, we'll get it done, and we'll do that attraction. And actually, it's really good fun. If the water's spraying on you and you're just go in and out, it was a little bit faster than the one over at Windsor, I've got to say.
Yeah,
but,
and Japan as well. This
and
one
Japan,
still feels
yeah.
faster.
Yeah, I didn't do one in Japan, you did one in
Oh,
Japan.
you did, yeah, no, I did. Yeah.
But
That one feels a lot faster. And it does feel a lot older in terms of the way everything moves. Like the wheel is not as thick as well.
No.
I know it's very weird what we're talking about, but it's not as thick, which
I
is something we noticed.
We go in detail about these rides, guys. We go in real detail.
But no, overall, it's a fun ride. It's definitely worth doing.
Yeah, funny enough, all the ones we've done were over at Japan, here, and over at Windsor. All different themes.
Yeah, they are.
Japan's got obviously the Atlantis theme, which
I think
Windsor.
Japan's the same as Deutschland as well.
Oh yeah, which Windsor had once. Windsor also had this one once, and this one's just stayed the same ever since. So
True. I got met when Windsor had this. I think I saw it. I'm pretty sure I did see it, and I do prefer it then when I saw it. But Yeah, I don't know. It's still nice to have this classic one.
And if you look behind me 1 second as well, what you'll see is that there's also dogs out in this park, which is absolutely awesome. You see if people out there with a dog. Yeah, that's one thing that this park allows, that no other park, especially around the world, allows, is to allow dogs.
And also, if you do want to stay on site as well with a dog, you feel free to do that.
Certain hotels you can't, sometimes you can.
Yeah, like the Holiday Village, I believe that every single thing in the Holiday Village you can have a dog, which is really nice.
It's all a nice thing. I mean, some people leave their dogs at home or in kennels or whatever, but over here, they're all well behaved, there's no distraction towards the day. They have a good time over here at Legoland, you have a good time at Legoland, and it's nice knowing your pet is all kept safely and having a good time here.
And you get some good photos as well, whole family photo.
A whole family photo over here at Legoland Winter, yes, exactly.
Yeah, Billund.
Yeah. I don't know if you can bring dragons though, as next time we are making our way over towards Viking Splash.
The world's only
Viking Splash. I was going to say that, we keep doing this, but it is the world's only Viking Splash. And it's got quite a big drop compared to the other ones. It is now time for Viking Splash. Well, to say you get wet over on Viking Splash is most definitely an understatement. You get drenched. That ride, that drop, there's actually 2 drops on the ride as well, I want to point out. You got one just before the main drop, but if you're going down backwards, you can get very, very wet.
You can, and if you don't go down backwards though, you actually stay pretty dry. Like, I'm actually alright at the moment, but
I'm not wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went down backwards, and honestly, it's really weird actually when you get lifted up, because you know you're really going backwards and just to wait there, you have to sit there, getting ready for that drop and get you absolutely soaked. It is insane. And there's a plane I mentioned earlier, as you can hear just behind me there. It is very near the airport, but yeah, really good ride once again, and definitely one of the best water attractions that Merlin's ever got.
Oh yeah, it's so good, honestly. It's one of my favourite rides here at the park, and compared to the one at Windsor again, like, honestly, it's so much better. And I know it's outgone, so hopefully some of the theming will get pushed over to this park, because yeah, as long as they like clean it all up, I think it'll look pretty cool to have some more props.
The vibe, yeah, in Windsor's became awful. That one's still got the same fun, the excitement, and
so good.
That drop just puts the icing on top of the cake. Well. Yeah, even this bit, yeah. So it's always really, really good ride. And then we decided to make a trip into the Haunted Mansion. And for anyone who does not know, this is a very, very, very unique sort of attraction, because this, right now, where we're standing, yeah, this is kind of a queue line for a ride.
Yeah, this isn't even a ride, which is insane.
It's the most weird queue line, but really clever actually, because there's a bunch of activities you do, whether we're going through this mirror maze, whether we're going somewhere else, it's just really clever how it's all done. And it will all lead you up to the main attraction itself, which is the drop tower end of here. And I mean, I don't know if you can come through and not do a drop tower. Do you know them?
I don't know. I think there is an exit. I remember last time there being like a little exit you can go out of. But it's so worth it. Like,
hey,
the drop tower's fine.
Because all of these activities are really good fun. And actually, we're kind of going to wait around 5 or 10 minutes for the ride in theory. But by going through here, hey, it's really weird. And then we now come down to the ride itself. Very cool. From food to more food to now pirate adventure, it is now time to set sail on these pirate ships. Well, where do I begin when talking about what we have just done? First of all, it's getting very busy over here at Legoland Billund. I know I said earlier that it was going to be quite a day today. I know, it's got busy.
It has, yeah. It's got a lot more busy throughout the day.
I mean, not Legoland Windsor busy, but busy.
Yeah, I mean, the Dragon's still in about 20 minutes, or the Dragon's about 20 minutes. And I think Post was about 10 maybe, so it's not busy.
Yeah, not but
it's a bit of more. There's more crowds than there was.
Yeah, we're in quite a small park as well in terms of like the pathways. You can really feel business, whereas over other parks it's a bit wider. So
yeah, obviously this was the original one, so they didn't really know about crowds originally. So
they didn't plan for as much. But basically, we had a bit of lunch, which worked well.
Actually, something's been removed since 2022.
Oh yeah,
the towers. For the towers, I didn't even know that.
No, we did those.
Oh, we did do them last time.
That was lucky.
Yeah, that's quite sad.
Yeah, I love these towers. They never moved at Windsor as well.
And they got moved as well. So
yeah, brilliant. But no, we did a bit of lunch first, which was good because we already done the rides we wanted to do. So we had some lunch. I had some hot dogs. Again, lovely hot dogs. It was a really good thing over here in Europe. I don't know why we didn't do it at home. Where we don't put a hole in the bun, then the ketchup, then the sausage. And I don't know why we do a cut in the bun to do that, because over here it doesn't all fall out.
Yeah, it just makes sense. It's much easier.
Yeah.
I can imagine it's much easier anyway.
Yeah, now I'm going to have some chicken tender at another place. And again, once we do a ride, we have time now to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's really good. And then that was finished off then by us going on that pirate ride. Don't know if you can film with it or not. I mean, I don't film with it because I don't know, but I imagine you probably could if you wanted to, really. Just check on the pod website before you do come to see what you can and can't film on, if it's on there.
I think more of the smaller rides, maybe like the train and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You should be able to film, but again, you just pop.
I just wish they just really tell you what you can and can't, or like the sign.
I mean, that's what Japan did. Japan, obviously, Legoland Japan told you everything you could film and you couldn't film.
Yeah. So like I said though, we're now going to have a little nip around, go in the shop, and then continue to do some more rides as we get towards the end of the day. But only got a few hours left now.
Yeah, we obviously do have tomorrow as well, but yeah, only a few hours left.
Count it down. Now over here at Legoland Billund, there are two types of shops. You've got the main Lego shop, as well as the clothes shop. And of course, if anyone who doesn't remember, we used to have one of these. It's called the Animal Shop over at Legoland Windsor. That's been removed, but there's still one over here at Billund. And of course, one of the biggest Lego stores. I think maybe even is the biggest Lego store in the world. Now you may be wondering right now, Tom, is there a Miniland over here at Legoland Billund? Well yes there is, and whereas normally throughout the day, especially when it's at its busiest like right now, we'll go into Miniland, what is so unique about this park right here is in fact the park closes at 5, but also closes at 6 because the rise of the park closes at 5, but the entire park is at 6, which means you get a full hour to just enjoy Miniland or get in a final queue for a ride and stay a bit later before you have to leave. And it makes so much sense to do that. Some restaurants do remain open. Of course the shop remains open till a bit past 6 in fact, but it means that even if you aren't in the rides last minute or anything like that, all the staff go around at the same time, you get to enjoy being here for a little bit longer. We think it's absolutely amazing. So of course we're making the most of that later on today and put Miniland at the end. Right now though, I think we're going to the 4D Theatre. We're doing a bit of stuff right now which you don't normally do, and as long as it's not Lego Friends, I'm happy to watch the show here. So, you ready to watch the show?
Yeah, I've heard it's a really good cinema as well, like all the seats are very
Yeah,
good.
I mean it's going to be up there for Lego Windsor's rock hard seats, so...
Yeah, it's going to be better whatever.
So let's go have a look and see what it is. Of course, we can't show you the show, but we might be able to show you the seats as we go in. Well, there you go, from a quick look at the cinema over there, and also right behind me right now, I didn't really want to film when I was walking into it, it's the new Pig area. And we weren't too sure on how that was going to look, but actually, it's not too bad, is it, Adam?
No, I quite like it, to be honest. It's actually a really good addition.
Yeah.
And my worry was, though, that obviously it is an IP, which is not Lego. I was worrying a little bit that it wouldn't work with the rest of the park, but when you look at it, it's actually backed off from the park.
Yeah, so you've got the jog over there, you've got Peppa Pig over there. It's very popular too, actually.
Yeah, it's a great. And I feel like if they do have more like IPs, like maybe do Lego Harry Potter, which will never happen.
Never.
I really hope it does. And if they do, then they could also go back here as well and make like an IP area, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think of IPs. Sometimes they can really ruin a park, but also can make a park too. And I feel like that one over there, it really is a lovely addition towards the park. It works really well. It's got a few shows we just saw over there as well. Lots of cosplay equipment like that. But overall, really, really good area. And glad I kind of came in here actually.
Yeah, it's so good. No, I think it's a great addition for this year.
Yeah, it really is. So we're going to do the jog. Let's come a little bit confused right now. We'll continue our way around. Still have a canoe ride to do. Still got a few rides to do. And actually, I know we said at the start, oh, we'll get everything done today, but actually, it's going quite fast today.
Yeah, we've only got about an hour and a half left, which is quite insane when you look at that. But we do technically have 2 hours and a half, but obviously an hour is just a minute.
Yeah. And that next attraction is going to be none other than Lego Canoes. And only a 10-minute queue. Yeah, 10 minutes, one of the best log films out there. Not too bad at all. And then, believe it or not, we have now done another ride over here at the park. Honestly, we've done quite a lot today, but it's been amazing.
We're getting around to quite a lot of attractions.
Exactly.
Nice.
I do think the opening times are pretty good at this park actually. We always like, Merlin open at 10, they come at 5, a bit early. But I feel like if you're coming here for a day, you get everything you want to get done, but we like to get everything and more done.
Yeah,
so
in the summer, by the way, it does open a little bit later, but it's still very limited hours. It's not until 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock some days. So
yeah,
very limited hours.
But what it does mean now is because we have 2 days, we can do some rides that we did earlier again, because tomorrow we'll come back and do other ones. So next up, we've got the Dragon again. Hopefully get the front row this time. Unfortunately, we did not get our front row on the Dragon, but we actually got back. Yeah, we just went on the Dragon, we got back row, and it was really, really awesome. But again, from one ride to the next, the end is just like the start, we just go from ride to ride. It's now time for Pro Explorer. It's really funny over here at theme parks. It's always the start and the end of the day is quietest.
Yeah.
It makes sense when you think about it, because some people go from the start and leave, but the end, other people go towards the middle and then leave at the end. So it's kind of like that 12 to 2 o'clock time's the busiest, which makes sense. And that's why we're going to have lunch at that time, we're going to something else, that's when all the shows are on and like that. But if you are going to go to a park, we suggest anyway, doing a start, doing the end intensely, get all these rides in, middle of the day, just enjoy being here, enjoy the atmosphere, if of course the park does not close, and then of course Miniland stays open, enjoy Miniland in the middle of the day, it just works better for us.
It does, yeah, and this park starts at such ridiculous times that it's really early in the day. So
Yeah.
obviously you do have to be a little bit more rushed, especially if you only have one day here. But if you do have 2 days, or of course more than one day anyway, you can just take a bit more chilled out. It's a lovely park to walk around and just enjoy
Lovely
it.
atmosphere, and of course with the dogs rubbing, it's all that sort of dogs, or you go around watch the show, and all that different stuff. There's so much to do here. Even if you go and try the food all the time, it's nice.
Yeah, and it seems to be as well all these Denmark theme parks that, because obviously last year, the year before last, we actually quite a lot of the Denmark theme parks.
Yeah.
And it seems to be all of them have a lot to do besides the attractions. And here as well, like you look at all the Ferrari stuff now, you've got the Art exploration areas, stuff like that. It seems to be that there's a lot more to do besides the rides here.
Yeah, and I think if you wanted to, you could actually do all the rides in a day. But as I mentioned a little bit earlier, we are here for 2 days, so doing re-rides, that's how we like to do it. So next up, we've got another re-ride. It's a Dragon for our first time today.
It's so good. Hopefully we get front row. We've never got front row.
Hopefully this time. 2 rides on Dragon and still didn't manage to get front row. Very close at one point, but not front row.
I don't know if we're going to get it. We're hoping we'll get it tomorrow, but if not, we'll come back one day.
Exactly, it's sort of excitement building up every single time we go somewhere, seeing whether we're going to get the Dragon front row or not. But it's still a really good fun ride, and going again and again and again. There's no issue with that at all. So, great ride. Finally though, we're reaching the end of our day. I feel like we've done so many rides, it's unreal. But for our last ride, we thought we'll go to our first ride. It's time for Flying Eagle for one last ride. Well, the only thing about Legoland Miniland being open at the end of the day is it can get very busy at the end of the day because of course no one else can go anywhere else. Why leave a park when you don't have to?
Yeah.
And if you don't want to go in the shop, you can go here. So that is the only catch of it, but we think it's quite awesome. We don't mind Legoland Miniland being busy.
Yeah, and at one point as well, Legoland Wizards did actually introduce this, but unfortunately it did actually end, but it never really felt like this because they kind of rushed you out the park when the ride shut. So this is a lot nice because they don't rush you at all here.
That's the
You
thing over Legoland Windsor. People still do this at the end of the day.
They
and
do,
it really gets me. I would never do it. But when a park closes, it closes. But there will be people who still want to do this. I never mind a quick photo on the way out, but if you will stop and look for a while, it's silly. Whereas over here, there's no issue with it. If you're on the ride until 1:30, that's fine. You come in here and do the rest of it. It's just really good. So whilst we do walk around here and see some clips here and there around Miniland, I think it's that time we end this vlog from over here at Legoland Billund. It's been amazing. It has been really good. But yeah, to get back to this park, experience everything it has to offer many, many times in fact, it has been amazing. So Adam, I'll start with you. How have you found your day?
Honestly, it's been so amazing to go out to this park again. In my opinion, it's one of the best theme parks in Europe, and I was just experiencing all the different coasters again, the flat rides, the dark rides.
Yeah.
Everything at this park is so much fun, and of course, Poet Explorer is definitely the standout here. But like honestly, the whole park's just lovely. The theming is amazing, and the other people are just incredible.
Yeah, we always say it, we always give them a shout out, but they deserve it. Honestly, guys, get yourself down here. As I said earlier, if you're up north, it's quicker to go over to here than Legoland Windsor. So
This is in the UK.
yeah, if you're up north in the UK, yeah, thank you. It just makes sense. I mean, it's a beautiful park. It's got some amazing attractions, and the entire resort in general, we can't show you all in one video. I mean, get yourself down to Billund and experience it. It is incredible. So all that said, and Miniland just behind me right now. That is it for me, Tom Derrick from Theme Park Coastin, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye, guys.